Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and tonight we have a matchup that I think is like 2 years in the making at least. So we've tried, I think we've had this matchup scheduled at least twice.
Yeah.
At least twice, and it's been canceled. At least. And we're finally going to have it tonight. First up, let's meet our two contestants. Huntsville, Alabama. Mike Mott, my friend. How you doing? What are you drinking?
Chris, I'm doing great. Excited to be here, finally getting this going. Celebrated 9 years of marriage yesterday. She's decided she's going to continue sticking with me for whatever reason. I haven't quite figured it out yet. But the timing of this night is really good because apparently the second half of the current Bridgerton season also dropped today. So she gets to do that, and I get to record with you guys, and everything just works out perfectly. As for what I am drinking, this is the Hooter Brown Ale from Oyster City Brewing Company, which is basically it's from Mobile, Alabama, so basically the other end of the state for me. I've had several beers from here on the podcast before, but this is the first brown ale. So let's see how this is. Oh, yeah, that's very good. That will play quite nicely.
What was that beer called again?
It's the brewery is Oyster City, and it's the Hooter Brown.
Okay.
In honor of our former softball team sponsors.
Not, the Hooters did sponsor us for a while. You're right.
For a little bit, yeah.
Not the Rocky Mountain oysters. Those are the Alabama oysters. So the ones that
that's right.
Actively want to search out.
Yep.
All right. We are going to head up to one of the greenest states in the union. Right now, it's pretty white up there, though. Ian Schulze, my friend in Vermont. How you doing? What are you drinking?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty white up here. It's 89% of the population, but also a lot of snow. I've got about 20 inches of snow in my front yard. We're not really even in the mountains. Things are going pretty well though. For tonight, I don't actually have anything extra special. So my sort of tradition is when I go to give blood, I do that up in Burlington, and I swing by the Mad River Distillers shop that they have up there in Burlington and get myself some whiskey. But my appointment last weekend had to be rescheduled, so I'm going this weekend. So I don't have any alcohol on me. So I am just drinking my favorite soda. It is Dr. Pepper.
There you go. Well, I have like a week and a half left of sobriety. So I don't know if this will be my last recording sober, but it might be my last one for a while sober. A big old glass of water here in my Florida State University cup because something good has to happen with this. Having you here, like the best chance of something good happening while anything FSU related is around. But we have our standard game tonight. So we are going to have a hot seat head-to-head, Mike versus Ian. I am going to call you Schulze the rest of my life, just so you know.
Oh, that's fine.
But we have our standard game, our pregame. Ian, because you are the visitor, do you want odds or evens in our pregame question?
I insert the usual can't even. I'm pretty odd joke here. I'll take odds.
All right, you're going to go odds. Mike, you are going to be evens here. And
that's okay. Never tell me the odds.
I'm not. I'm going to tell Ian the odds. You're actually both going to hear the odds, but Ian's going to answer.
Fair.
So we played this game once before, and we're going to play it here again because, as we all know, in the next 10 to 15 years, every brand that we see will be owned by one of like 3 or 4 companies. So I am going to give you a brand. All you have to do is tell me, is that brand owned by Procter & Gamble?
Okay.
And Ian, you chose odds. So we're going to start with the first one here, Colgate toothpaste, not the university. Colgate toothpaste.
Colgate, Procter & Gamble. I'll go with no.
No is a correct answer. However, Crest is owned by Procter & Gamble.
I was thinking it was Crest that was owned by them, but I wasn't sure.
All right, Ian, you're on the board. You get your first point. Mike, question number 2, over to you. You get Palmolive.
Palmolive. Okay. See, I'm like, I've bought these products at least once in my life, so I'm just trying to remember. Palmolive. I am gonna say yes.
Palmolive is not.
Should have got my first gut said no, and I switched it.
Funny thing here, both Crest and Colgate, both Colgate and Palmolive are owned by the same company. That company's name, Colgate Palmolive.
Today I learned.
They're another one of the mega corporations that are out there. Next up, Ian, back to you. What about Tide? Tide laundry detergent.
Tide, Procter and Gamble. I'll go with yes.
Tide is owned by Procter and Gamble. You're on the board, up 2-0. Mike, question number 4. Something that you have, something you probably don't use a lot of. Head and Shoulders shampoo. Sorry, that was really rude.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. I'm a suave man, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Head and Shoulders, I'm going to say yes.
Head and Shoulders is a yes, Mike. You're on the board. All right, Ian, we're heading back over to you. You get Dove, but not the chocolate. The deodorant and like lotion company.
Soap. Yeah.
Soap, yeah.
Something Chris apparently doesn't use a lot of.
I'm an Irish Spring guy.
That's fair.
Dove, Procter and Gamble. I don't know about Mike, but I'm trying to picture the packaging, or if I've seen any commercials, like if there's a logo in the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna go with no.
Dove is not. Dove is owned by another mega corporation, though, a company by the name of Unilever. Ian, you got 3 points. Mike.
Oh yeah, I can actually picture that on the Dove label now that you say that.
You right?
Same company that owns Ben and Jerry's.
You're not wrong.
Spoken like a true Vermonter.
Mike, heading over to you. Question number 6. You're going to get Oral B.
Oral B. I'm really shooting from the hip here. I'm going to say yes, though.
Oral B is a yes. Nicely done. All right. Ian, changing lanes a little bit. What about Pampers?
Well, I've never bought a diaper in my life.
There's time for depends. So you have time.
I feel like they'd be owned by Johnson & Johnson, so I'm going to say no.
No, Pampers is. I believe Johnson & Johnson, I believe, might be Huggies. Or Loves, one of those two. I did look that up because J&J was another one on there.
I thought Huggies and Loves were the same thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
They could all be. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Thankfully, it's been a while since I bought a diaper, too.
Yeah, I'm not buying diapers for a while, but I am going to give Mike a question. Question number 8, Mike. You get Vaseline.
One time a thing occurred to me. Vaseline, I feel like is not.
No, it's not. Vaseline is owned by Unilever as well. So, Mike, you have tied it up. It's 3-3. Ian, question number 9 and the last of the pregame for you, Noxzema.
Don't think I've bought any of that since high school, if then. Noxzema. Yeah, it's going to be a guess. I'll go with yes.
Oh, no. Noxzema is also owned by Unilever. Unfortunately not. So, Ian, you're going to finish the pregame with 3. Mike, with the opportunity to take the lead. Yours is Whiskas cat food.
Oof. So I mentioned I'm pretty sure I have bought every single other thing on this list at least once. I have never bought cat food in my life because I've never owned a cat. I am, again, shooting from the hip. I'm just going to say yes.
No, unfortunately. The reason Whiskas is on here is because Whiskas is owned by Mars.
That's great.
Yep.
That's
All right.
great.
It's going to be 3-3 coming out of the pregame. That means the visitor gets to control the board. Ian, do you want to go first or second in hot seat round 1?
Before I say that, a little fun fact: the Mars family is like the third richest family in the country.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people know it because they don't really advertise it very much. Don't get involved in a lot, but
Right.
yeah, they are filthy rich. I'll go second.
All right, Mike, you are going to lead the way here as we move into hot seat round 1. As always, if we have an odd number of questions, we'll even it out after the round. Call out that if you do want to challenge an answer, call it out right then and there so I can mark it.
Mm-hmm.
We will come back to it at the end of the round. 15 minutes on the clock, a nonstop barrage of trivia questions and answers are coming your way. We're going to start with Mike. Your time begins after I read your first question. Here we go. Mike, in what movie does a character quiz his fiancée on the Baltimore Colts before agreeing to marry her?
Quiz his fiance on the Baltimore Colts.
To be clear, he's quizzing her on trivia about the Baltimore Colts. She's not on the Baltimore Colts.
No. I mean, the phrasing of that could have applied either one. All right. Baltimore Colts. So I'm going to go that it's an older movie. It sounds like something I have not seen, though. Honestly, I'm just trying to. I will say, I don't know. I'll say something I have seen, even though no, he wouldn't know. They wouldn't have done that. Never mind. God, I don't know. It's a hot seat. I'm supposed to answer quicker than this. I don't know. Heaven Can Wait.
Oh no, that movie is Diner.
Oh shit, I've seen that at least. I just didn't remember that.
Ian, how many games did it take Wayne Gretzky to score 50 goals in the 1981 to 82 season? Within 5 either way.
Would it be as easy as 50 or as tricky as 50? I'll go 45.
Oh, you're just off. It was 39.
I would have said 37 just for the joke, and then actually got it.
Mott, we're heading to you. Who was president of the United States at the beginning of the 20th century?
1900 or 1901. That would have been McKinley.
William McKinley is a correct answer. Ian, how many countries begin with the letter W?
Well, there's Wales. There's no more West Germany. Yeah, I'll go with 1.
Oh no, I have 2. Western Sahara as well.
Okay.
So we can flag that one because I don't know about the actual name. That's the official name of Western Sahara, but I had that down here. We'll flag it. We'll come back. Mike.
I thought it was 3 because of Wakanda, but you know.
No, it is forever. Mike.
You're probably right. I think it actually is recognized. Yeah.
Aw shucks, Mike. What animals are pearls found in? Just not the Rocky Mountain variety.
I love this dovetails so nicely with the beer that I'm drinking. Oysters.
Oysters is correct. Ian, who directed the movie Out of Sight? Steven Soderbergh, Tom Hooper, or Robert Zemeckis?
Soderbergh?
That was Soderbergh. Nicely done. Mike, which 19th century invention by Eli Whitney revolutionized the cotton industry?
The cotton gin.
Cotton gin is correct. Ian, who played bass on the Rolling Stones?
Hell if I know. Ronnie Wood.
No, Bill Wyman.
Bill Wyman. That's a tough one, though.
Mott, whose wardrobe malfunction caused her to take a tumble at the closing ceremony of the 2015 Brit Awards?
I don't know. Adele?
Oh, no, that'd be Madonna.
Oh, okay.
Noted Brit Madonna.
Right. Well, she was speaking in a British accent, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%. Ian, in what decade was Saigon renamed Ho Chi Minh City?
The 1970s.
1975. 70s is the correct answer. Mott, during a clinical assessment, a brain imaging scan called a PET scan, PET, may be administered. What does PET stand for?
I'm always terrible with this stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna get there. Yeah, psychoelectric transmission. I don't know.
No, it's positron emission tomography.
Okay. Yeah,
Ian,
we're getting
heading
there.
over to you. What part of the flower produces pollen?
The anther.
No, I have the stamen. The stamen produces pollen. Mike, I just called to say I love you is not just why I text you every morning. It was also a hit for what musician?
Stevie Wonder.
I do wonder why you don't respond to my texts anymore. Ian, what three countries make up the region of the world sometimes called the Benelux region?
Belgium, Luxembourg, and Netherlands.
That is a correct answer. Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Benelux. Mott, in which town does the UK version of The Office take place?
Oof. I have no idea. Lancaster.
No, that town's called it's called Balmoral Castle.
Balmoral.
Ian, what was the name of the nightclub where Brian Epstein first saw the Beatles perform back in 1961?
The name of the Cavern Club.
The Cavern Club is a correct answer. Mott, heading over to you. Within 3 years either way, in what year was the first NASA space shuttle launch?
Oof. 81.
81 on the nose. Nicely done. Ian, which toy answers the questions with replies like, it is certain, or reply hazy, or try again?
Magic 8 Ball.
The Magic 8 Ball is correct. Mike, we're going to head over to you for this next one. In the U.S., what war became known as the Second War for Independence?
U.S., the Second War for Independence? The War of 1812?
War of 1812 is correct. Ian, how many makes up a baker's dozen?
13.
13 is a correct answer. Mike, dim sum, a meal of varied dishes originating in Chinese, translates loosely into English as a little bit of what?
Noodles?
No, it's a little bit of heart.
Oh, okay.
Ian, what is the
It's
longest
grizzly.
river in the United States, flowing over 2,300 miles through 10 different states?
The Mississippi.
Mississippi is a correct answer. Jeez. Mike, name the simulation-style toy that originated in Japan that required users to care for them daily.
Tamagotchis?
Tamagotchis is correct. Ian, what 15-year-old won a gold medal in women's figure skating at the 1998 Winter Olympics in Nagano, Japan?
I'm terrible with Olympics and sports. Yamaguchi.
Oh no, 1998 was Tara Lipinski.
Lipinski. God, that was driving me nuts. I was like, I could see her. I could not pull her name.
To be clear, I was about that age in 1998, and she was driving me nuts too, Mike. Mike, we're gonna head over to you for this next one. What fictional race car had the number 53 painted on it?
What fictional race car
had the number 53 painted on
it? Lightning McQueen.
No, that'd be Herbie the Love Bug.
Oh.
Ian, okay. Gun control advocate James Brady once held which position in the Reagan administration?
Press secretary.
Press secretary is a correct answer.
Nice job.
Mike, what institution of higher learning, What institution of higher learning and professional training in the performing arts was founded in New York in 1946?
What was the year?
1946.
46. Jeez, oh my gosh. I'm going to know it as soon as you say it. God, I'm drawing a blank. NYU.
No, we're looking for Juilliard.
Juilliard. Yep, that's what I was trying to think of.
Ian, what is the maximum amount of players that can play a standard game of backgammon?
2.
2 is a correct answer.
I was confused too. I was like, wait a minute. What?
I was like, is there
They
teams
are
backgammon?
Sometimes they can be a little tricky. Mike, within 3 years, in which year were Belinda Carlisle, Madonna, Prince, and Michael Jackson born?
Oh, geez. Okay, let's figure this out. I am going to say 1960.
That's within 3, 58.
Okay, that's funny. I almost said 58, but I was concerned it would be slightly early.
Ian, starting in the 1970s, who is the only director to be nominated for an Oscar in 6 different decades?
6 different decades. Starting in 1960s?
Started in the 1970s.
70s. Scorsese?
No, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Ah,
It was a coin flip for me. I was like, it's one of those two. I didn't know which one. I think I would have said Scorsese too.
Mott, heading over to you. Which 1996 Olympic gymnast helped lead the women's team to gold with her heroic second vault after suffering an ankle injury on her first attempt?
Was that Carrie Strug?
That was Carrie Strug. Ian.
heard that on TTT just today.
Nice.
Damn it, John. In what country does the Rhine River run through?
I think it starts out in Switzerland, but I think you're looking for Germany.
Yeah, so it starts with it, but I think it actually runs all the way through Germany.
Okay.
So, yep, Germany is a correct answer. Mike, what Star Trek race of warriors does Captain Kirk distrust?
Klingons.
Klingons is correct. Ian, what 18th century agreement ended the hostilities between Britain and France in North America in 1763?
Treaty of Paris?
Whenever you're looking for an agreement to end hostilities, Treaty of Paris is always a good answer. That's correct.
Yep.
Mike, in 1995, which NFL team became the first to win 5 Super Bowls?
Let's see, 95. Okay, the Cowpies won in 93 and 94. I am pretty sure the gap between was filled by the 49ers.
49ers is correct. Ian, what term is given to an infection of the blood?
This sounds really familiar. Leukemia?
Oh, no, we're looking for sepsis.
Sepsis, yeah.
Mott, what American rock band dates back to the mid-70s? They released their 11th studio album, Pollinator, in 2017.
Oh my gosh, that's all you're giving me? Jesus. Dates back to the 70s, but at least 11th album, 2017. Pollinator. Okay, Pollinator. Anything associated with bees? I don't. 11 albums, so that's not a ton. I'm going to say the B-52s.
Oh, no, this would be Blondie.
Oh, I didn't know Blondie released an album that recently. Wow. Okay.
Ian, heading over to you. In 1620, the Pilgrims established the Plymouth colony in which present-day state?
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts is correct. Mike, in what lake did Jason Voorhees drown in Friday the 13th?
Crystal Lake?
Crystal Lake is a correct answer. Ian, who announced that he would run for president in his 2015 MTV Video Music Award acceptance speech?
This is brand new information to me. 2015. I don't know. Bruce Springsteen.
Ooh, no, this would be Yeezy himself, Kanye West. Mike,
Oh, that dumbass.
Mike, who
Okay.
plays Jared Leto's mother in Requiem for a Dream?
Ellen Barkin.
Mhm.
No, Ellen Burstyn.
Oh shit! It is Ellen Burstyn, not Ellen Barkin. You're absolutely right. Yep.
And with
Damn
that,
it.
that's the end of the hot seat round. But Ian, we have an odd number of questions, so you get this last one of the round. Why was Muhammad Ali banned from boxing in the United States for 4 years?
Because he, I don't know how this needs to be phrased.
Get close to it and you're going to get credit.
Yeah, he didn't want to go to Vietnam to fight in the Vietnam War.
He refused to join the army after the draft. That's a correct
Yep.
answer. All right, so right now, Ian, you're up 1 on Mike. Let me double check the W's question. So Ian, I'm going to give you the credit because Western Sahara is a United Nations recognized non-self-governing territory.
So not really a country.
Not really a country. So you're going to get the credit for Wales.
Okay.
So Ian, you're
Nice
going to pick up an additional point there. You're going to finish with 14. Mike, you're going to finish with 12. There's going to be 17-15 going into our halftime round. Ian, you have got a 2-point lead. Hey, good news. Your halftime round is worth up to 20 points. There are 5 answers worth 4 points apiece. And this is one of my favorite new games. This is our alliterations game. Here's how this is going to work. I am going to give you 5 letters. I am then going to read 5 clues. The answers to those clues is going to be an alliterative name that begins with one of those letters. All right, your letters are B as in Bravo, D as in Delta, H as in Hotel, M as in Mike, and T as in Tango. Bravo, Delta, Hotel, Mike, Tango. No cash. Here is your first clue. A hit TV period drama that ran on AMC from 2007 till 2015 won 16 Emmy Awards, including a Best Lead Actor Emmy for its iconic male lead. Your second clue. A Kentucky distillery that operates brands such as Evan Williams and Elijah Craig. It is the largest family-owned spirit brand in the U.S. Your third clue. The first African-American woman to be nominated for Best Actress when she was for the film Carmen Jones in 1954. Your fourth clue. Former college football coach turned current U.S. Senator from the state of Alabama. Your fifth and final clue. Comedian and host of the trivia game show Cash Cab that takes place right here in his taxi. Lock in your answers when you're ready. All right, let's go through these one by one. Get some answers, give out some points, see if we have a new leader going into the second half of our game. Clue number 1, a hit TV period drama that ran on AMC from 2007 till 2015. It won 16 Emmy Awards, including Best Lead Actor for its iconic male lead. Ian, what'd you have there?
Initially, I thought this was Breaking Bad. I wrote that down real quick, but then I recognized that it was a period drama. It was too late for Breaking Bad. So I said Mad Men.
Mike, what'd you have?
Almost literally what Ian said. At first, I wrote down Breaking Bad, and then I wait, period drama. And I thought 2015 was a little late for the end of Breaking Bad anyway. And then I got around to Mad Men.
Mad Men is a correct answer. Nicely done. It's almost like I threw a B in here just to be a B.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, a Kentucky distillery that operates brands such as Evan Williams and Elijah Craig. It is the largest family-owned spirit brand in the U.S. Mike.
This is one of 2 questions in this halftime that I feel was unfair because you and I have been here. It's Heaven Hill.
Ian.
Well, I've got the right letter at least. I said Harlan Harris because I have no clue.
It is Heaven Hill Distillery. We've been there, Mike, but that wasn't like institutional knowledge. It's not like you remember.
No, I agree with that. Oh no, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it was. I was just laughing because I was like, "Yep, we were definitely there together."
Beautiful. It was a beautiful distillery.
It really was.
Next up, the first African American woman to be nominated for Best Actress when she was for the film Carmen Jones in 1954. Ian.
Another one I did not know. I just said Dixie Dale.
Mott.
I'm not certain, but I think it's Dorothy Dandridge.
Dorothy Dandridge is the correct answer.
I think they did a biopic of her in the late 90s with Halle Berry starring a couple years before she became the first black woman to win an Academy Award for Best Actress.
Next up, former college football coach turned current U.S. Senator from Alabama, Mike.
This is the other unfair one. Our now senior senator, which is even crazier, Tommy Tuberville, who lost to Vanderbilt back in 08.
Ian.
Yeah, not only am I terrible at sports, but I don't live in Alabama.
I know. I'm sorry.
For this, I have Tom Tucker. I had no idea.
Okay, now I feel like a dick. Last question. Comedian and host of the trivia game show Cash Cab, Ian.
For this one, I know I had the right letter. I knew I had it for a while, but I could not pull his name. I want to say it's like Ben something. So I went with Ben Bradley.
Mike.
It's really funny you say that because Ben Bradley popped into my name, but and it might actually be Ben Bradley, but I was like, I know that was the Washington Post managing editor for a while, so I was like, I kind of rejected that, but I know it's been something. We used to watch the show all the time, and I could not. I was the same way. I was like, it's Ben something, and I had no idea. I ended up locking in with Ben Becker. I just could not pull his name.
Oh, you both got the right first name. It's Ben Bailey.
Ben Bailey. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We used to love watching that show. Back when we had the energy to stay up late.
I wonder what happened. Mike, you're going to pick up 4 correct answers. That's going to increase your score by 16. Ian, you got 1 that's going to increase your score by 4. So we got a 10-point lead for Mike right now. It's 31-21 going into hot seat round 2.
Got
Mike,
him right where I want him.
I would agree with that. Mike, first or second in hot seat round 2?
I'll stick with first.
All right, Mike's going to stick with first. Let me get 15 minutes put back on the clock. Your time begins after I read this first question. Here we go. Mike, a second chance is given to a player who has made a blunder. Is the definition of what term often associated with golf?
Mulligan?
Mulligan's a correct answer. Ian, what Canadian hockey player is considered by many to be the greatest of all time?
Wayne Gretzky.
The great one himself, Wayne Gretzky, is correct. Mott.
I have it on good authority. He once scored 50 goals in 39 games.
You're full of useless knowledge there, Mike. Let's see if you know this one. In what movie does John Malkovich disguise himself and carry weapons inside a stuffed pig?
Great movie, In the Line of Fire.
I have it as red. Does he do it?
It's not in the line of fire.
Oh yeah, he doesn't disguise it as a pig. That's right. He does the plastic gun, and yeah, okay.
No, red is what we're looking for.
Yeah, nope, absolutely.
Ian, what retail chain popularized the beige khaki and white t-shirt look that took over the early 90s? Beige khakis with a white t-shirt.
Which chain?
What retail store chain?
Beige and white.
Like a clothing company.
The Gap?
Fall into the gap and fall into a correct answer. Nicely done.
Okay.
Nice job.
Mike, Holland is a region of what country?
The Netherlands?
Netherlands is correct. You both get a Netherlands question. That's what I call it.
I didn't realize it wasn't the whole country. That's interesting.
Nope.
Yeah,
Ian.
it's just an area.
Gary Cole starred in a short-lived TV show set in a town called Trinity, South Carolina. It shares a name with an iconic painting. What is the title of that show?
Probably not the Mona Lisa. American Gothic?
American Gothic is correct.
Nice job. Nice pull.
Mike, Vice President Spiro Agnew was in hot water when he came into scrutiny from the Attorney General of what state, where he used to be governor?
Oh gosh, where was Spiro Agnew governor of? I honestly don't remember. I can tell you it wasn't California because he wouldn't have been able to be Nixon's vice president if he was governor of California. I do not know Pennsylvania.
Ooh, no, Maryland is what we're looking for.
Maryland.
Ian,
Okay, I did not know that.
Ian, what religious movement was founded by Joseph Smith?
The Mormons.
Mormonism is a correct answer. Mike, which disease spread to mammals by mosquitoes quickly swept across the U.S. after its first case was reported in Queens, New York in 1999?
Malaria?
Oh, no, this would be the West Nile virus.
Okay. Yeah, I was just like, maybe there was a case of malaria in the 90s. I didn't remember.
Ian, what criminal organization led by Al Capone was notorious during the Prohibition era in the United States?
Will you accept just the mob?
No, there's a specific name given to the group of mob in the area that Al Capone was operating.
Okay. I want to say it was something like the North Side Crew or the North Side Gang.
Unfortunately not. We're looking for the Chicago outfit.
Chicago outfit, yeah.
Mott, what is the only marsupial native to North America?
Learning all kinds of things today, like there are marsupials in North America. And I don't know the answer. Yeah, I really have no idea. Flying squirrel.
Opossum. It's a possum.
I forgot they were marsupials. That's right.
Ian, heading over to you. Who is the Roman equivalent of Poseidon, the god of the sea and of fresh water?
Poseidon would be Neptune.
Neptune's a correct answer. Mike, in Roman mythology, Cupid is the son of what goddess of love and beauty?
That's back-to-back Roman mythology questions. Venus?
Venus is a correct answer. It's actually also back-to-back planetary questions.
Planet questions, yeah, exactly.
Ian, what classic 1982 horror film popularized the line, "They're here"?
No, not The Exorcist. Poltergeist?
Poltergeist is correct. Mike.
Yeah.
In Norse mythology, what is the name of the Great Hall in Asgard where warriors go after they die in battle?
Valhalla.
There's 3 mythology questions there. They're all gettable. I just want to point that out.
Absolutely, 100%. Mm-hmm. About the only 3 I can get.
Ian, merino wool comes from a sheep originally native to which European country? Merino, Merino.
Yeah. The socks I'm wearing are made of it. Spain, I believe.
Spain's a correct answer. Mike, what organ transplant was first successfully performed in 1954 between identical twins?
Ooh. Kidney transplant?
Kidney transplant's a correct answer. Ian, which invention is still recognizable today as a coded system of dots and dashes? Probably which communication method still in use today is recognizable as a coded series of dots and dashes?
Okay, Morse code?
Morse code's a correct answer. Mike, what is the name of Eric's vampire bar in HBO's steamy supernatural series, True Blood?
I've never seen True Blood. Let's see. Trying to come up with something funny. I don't even have that. The Drain. I don't know.
No, this bar is called Fangtasia.
Clearly didn't have something funny because that's great.
Ian, heading over to you. In 2009, what major corporation changed its slogan to more more saving, more doing to reflect the modern times. So in 2009, what retail corporation, not major, sorry, what retail corporation changed its slogan to more saving, more doing to reflect the modern times?
More doing. Is that Home Depot?
That is Home Depot.
Nice.
Okay.
Mike, heading over to you. What Scandinavian country drinks the most coffee per capita?
Oof. Great question. So it's not necessarily relevant to the question, but among Scandinavian countries or in the whole world?
I believe it's actually in the whole world.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It doesn't really help me at all. I mean, there's not that many Scandinavian countries, so it's a decent shot, but I'm just going to say Sweden.
Oh, no, Finland. Finland's what
Finland.
we're
Okay.
looking for. Ian, who was the lead singer of the band The Who?
I'm not sure which was lead. Either Pete Townsend or Roger Daltrey. Daltrey?
Roger Daltrey is a correct answer.
Okay.
Townsend took his fair share of vocals, though. So I get it.
I thought so. Okay.
He did. Yeah.
Mott, heading over to you. The wedding march from Wagner's opera Lohengrin is better known as what?
Here Comes the Bride.
Here Comes the Bride is correct.
Whew, I'm certainly glad because I had nothing else on that.
Ian, head over to you. Complete the Herbert Hoover campaign slogan. Quote, a blank in every pot and two cans in every garage. Sorry, and two cars in every garage. A blank
Like his cans better.
a blank in every pot and two cars in every garage.
I like it as two cans in every garage.
Yeah. Everybody wants a aviary in their
You're right.
garage. I think it's a chicken.
A chicken is
in
a
every
correct answer.
Yeah.
Mott, who played the role of a lonely and deranged cabbie in the film Taxi Driver?
De Niro.
Robert De Niro is a correct answer. Ian, Bugsy Siegel was a notorious what?
Gangster?
Gangster, mobster, all correct answers.
Okay.
Both correct answers. Mike, what former Ghostbuster directed Bill Murray in the film Groundhog Day?
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis is correct. Ian, which group had the most viewed videos in 24 hours on YouTube in 2020 with 101 million views?
Group in 2020.
Because this is what everyone was focused on in 2020.
Right?
The answer will make sense.
I really hope it's not that stupid Imagine song. One Direction?
Oh, no, you're in the right kind of neighborhood, though. This would be BTS. This is the beginning of the K-pop revolution.
Yeah. Okay. That tracks.
Mike, heading over to you. What treaty officially ended the American Revolutionary War?
Was that not also the Treaty of Paris?
It is. It's just fun to be up with the same game.
I was there like, is this a trick question? Wait a minute.
It's just absolutely hilarious. I wrote those questions together.
Yeah.
And there's 4,000 questions.
Oh, I know.
And they came up in the same game. That's hilarious. All right. Ian, Feedback and The Hype were early names of what now famous European rock band?
Now famous European rock band. Feedback and The Hype. Scorpions?
Oh, no, this would be U2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef, and Eli Wallach make up which famous trio?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
That is a correct answer. Ian, heading back to you. True or false, Charlton Heston has a role as an ape in the 2001 version of Planet of the Apes.
That'd be really cool if it was true. Why not? I'll go with true.
True is a correct answer.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, released in 2003, what was the title of the last film in the original Matrix trilogy?
Okay, hold on. Obviously, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions.
Revolutions is correct. Ian, what singer, who may or may not have been drinking a certain frozen concoction, was ejected from his courtside seat at a Miami Heat game for allegedly uttering obscenities?
Frozen concoction.
Oh,
Iced tea.
No, unfortunately, he was actually looking for his lost shaker of salt to be Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, damn it. I almost said that too.
I wondered if that was the answer. It's good cluing.
After hearing a balloon pop, which American president joked, "Missed me" on live television?
Ooh. Reagan?
It was Reagan. It was actually during his famous "Tear Down This Wall" speech.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
Ian, what book tells the story of the Harris family fleeing to Canada to escape slavery?
Let's go with something obvious. The Underground Railroad.
Ooh, no, that book would be Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Oh, okay.
My,
I really should finish that book sometime.
which 1980s game show that's currently airing today featured the Whammy?
Oh, Pressure Luck.
Crush Your Luck is correct. Ian, heading back over to you. Which 1830 legislation led to the forced relocation of Native Americans from the Southeast United States?
Indian Resettlement Act. I don't know.
Oh, you're so close.
So
It was
close.
the Indian Removal Act.
Removal. Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of Hot Seat Round 2. Mike, you're going to pick up 12. Ian, you're picking up 13.
Okay.
And Ian, you're going to have a score of 34. Mike, you're at 43. It's a 9-point game going into our wager round.
At least I gained ground. All right.
Hey, everything can change in the wager round. Mike is notoriously bad at these. So you have
I've been much more hit or miss recently, but yeah, in the early goings of the show for sure.
All right. Here's how your wager round is going to work. You're going to be wagering your points in any way, shape, or form that you want on categories. I've got 3 of them. The questions, I'll remind our listeners at home and our panelists, our contestants here, the questions are straightforward. There's no tricks in these categories. Those are for kids, not for us. We're old men.
Silly rabbit.
Although that scene from the Ted is still
Ted 2 with Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, yeah.
I've been led to believe that tricks are exclusively for children. Oh God, it's so brilliant.
Brilliant scene.
The best part of that movie.
Your rules are simple, though. You cannot. Rule number 1, you must wager whole numbers only. So that means no negative wagering, no fractions. Don't make me do math. Rule number 2, your total combined wager on your 3 categories cannot exceed what your current point values are. So, Ian, your total combined wager cannot exceed 34. Mike, yours cannot exceed 43. Here are your 3 categories. Your first category is a film, health, and comic book tribond.
Film, health, and comic book?
Film, comma, health, comma, and comic book tribond.
Okay, that is a strange combination that I did not expect.
You can thank Jay Borsom for that.
Ian, if it helps, I just wrote down health as HEATLH. So the 10% ABV might be kicking in.
Ian, go all in. Your second category is television. And your third category, Winter Olympic events. Again, that's film, health, and comic book tribond, television, and Winter Olympic events. Lock in your wagers now. Wagers are locked in. Let's go question by question through this. Get ourselves some answers. Get ourselves a winner. Starting with question number 1, your category was a film, health, and comic book tribond. A special shout out to Jay Borson for helping me write this question. I had 3 random pieces of information, and Jay found a way to put them together. This is why we call her the best trivia writer in trivia right now, or the hardest working woman in trivia as well. But Jay, thank you, my friend. I genuinely appreciate it because I wanted to write this question so bad, but I had the dumb. Here is your question. The name of what Disney character is found in the name of a comic book prison in Louisiana, a notably old public hospital in New York, and in the dictionary as a, quote, girl or woman whose charm and beauty make her a favorite?
I am going to lock in.
Okay, I'll lock in. Yeah.
All right. Moving on to question number 2. Your category is television. Howard and Marion Cunningham, the mom and dad from Happy Days, had 3 kids. Richie, Joni, and what other child who made it less than a season before never being seen again? This child shares a name with one of the grandkids from the Beatles song When I'm 64.
I'm locked in.
I'm just going to lock in with the first name that popped in my head, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, we are moving on to question number 3. Winter Olympic events. The Olympics just ended, folks, so I had a lot of fun watching a lot of events. I love the Olympics. I couldn't tell you the name of a single person that won anything, though.
Yeah.
So, here's your question. What Olympic event that sounds like it would be more at home in an anatomy class involves a singular person riding face down and head first on a flat sled down an ice track?
Locked in.
I'll lock in.
And answers are locked in. Let's go question by question through this. Get some answers, get some points, and get a winner. We'll start at the top with question number 1. Your category was film, health, and comic book tribond. Here we go. The name of what Disney character is found in the name of a comic book prison in Louisiana, a notably old public hospital in New York, and in the dictionary as a, quote, girl or woman whose charm and beauty make her a favorite? Ian, what did you have for your answer, and what was your wager?
Well, I was struggling with this until I realized you said found in the name of these things and not was the entire name of these things. No idea what the prison in Louisiana is, but there is a Bellevue Hospital in New York, and there's such a thing as a Southern Belle. So I went with Belle. And my wager was 5.
Mike, your answer and your wager.
Well, possibly against my better judgment of the 3 categories, this is the one I felt the best on. So I went 24 on this one.
Oh, geez.
But and the other 2 questions bore out that it was correct that I felt the most confident on this one. But I actually had almost exactly the same thought process as Ian. I could really only name in terms of hospitals in New York, I could name Bellevue. Belle is a French word, which made it seem like it could be part of the name of a prison in Louisiana, even if it was a comic book prison in Louisiana. And I didn't get to Southern Belle, but it sounded like, again, something that would fit that description. So I also locked in with Belle.
So Bellevue Hospital is the first public hospital in the United States. It's located in New York City. The definition of a belle is a girl or woman whose charm and beauty make her a favorite. And obviously the character is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. The hospital comes from DC Comics. It is the most famous metahuman hospital, Belle Reve. Belle is a correct answer.
Don't worry, Ian. It's all downhill from here.
I hope so. With that,
for me at least.
That brings your score to 67. Ian, you're picking up 5. That brings you up to 39. Moving into question number 2. Category was television. Howard and Marion Cunningham, the mom and dad from Happy Days, had 3 kids. Richie, Joni, and what other child who made it less than a season before never being seen again? They share a name with one of the grandkids from the Beatles song When I'm 64. Ian, answer and wager.
First off, I'd like to point out to Sarah Calori, if she's listening, that Mike's score is 6-7. And
Oh, don't.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah.
I know she could beat me up. So
And she's not
the
that
line. She's a black belt in Taekwondo. I'm not
Oh yeah, she could kick all of our asses. Let's be honest.
But I can probably run faster. So I was kind of just flailing about for a name. I thought I knew it just from the Happy Days thing, but then I remembered. I think there's a line in When I'm 64 that goes something about the grandkids, Vera, Chuck, and Dave. And so I went with Chuck.
Yeah.
Mike, what was your wager? Sorry.
And my wager was 10.
Mike, your answer and your wager.
That sounds right. I couldn't. The Vera thing in particular sounds right, but I wasn't pulling up that exact line. And it's funny because I feel like it's come up before on PTE, and it was the same thing. It's like, shoot, I cannot remember the names of the kids in When I'm 64, and I did not remember the name of this. For whatever reason, the name, and maybe it was because of the Richie and Joni, and then the next name that popped in my head was Benny, so that's what I ended up locking in with. And I wagered 6 on this one.
The 3 grandkids from the Beatles song in order were Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Chuck is the correct answer. Ian,
nice job.
10 points. That brings you to 49. Mike, you're losing 6. That brings you to 61. It all comes down to this. Your third category was Olympics or Winter Olympic events. What Olympic event that sounds like it would be more at home in an anatomy class involves a singular person riding face down and head first on a flat sled down an ice track? Mike, your answer and your wager.
Yeah, I don't really follow Olympic events in general. When I think of sliding down an ice track with a single person, I think of the luge, but they're not face down, and that doesn't make any sense in an anatomy class. So I couldn't come up with anything else. But I was like, well, a sled is also kind of like a tube, so I just locked in with intubation. And I wagered 2 on this one.
More a medical class than an anatomy class.
Hey, I know, but that was the best I had.
Ian, answer and wager.
Yeah, so like I said, it might have been cut out. I don't know. But I was listening to a podcast the other day about how the bobsled, luge, and skeleton competitors end up with brain problems because that ice is not smooth and they get shook around a lot. Yeah, this is skeleton.
Skeletons are correct answer.
But what did you what'd you wager?
That's what it comes down to.
5.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, in a close game the entire way, Mike, you're going to take home a 59-54 victory. Do you feel good about that?
I'm happy for the victory, but honestly, it does not feel very deserved. Ian won both hot seat rounds. Completely kicked my ass in the wager round. So it was really just down to the halftime, which had actually a couple of questions that inadvertently sort of skewed in my advantage. Obviously, always feels good to take win, but nonetheless, who cares? I had a great time. Hopefully, you guys did too. But this was a ton of fun.
What I'm hearing is we need a rematch.
Oh, absolutely, anytime.
Oh, yeah,
that'd be great.
Definitely.
A 3 series, a best of 3. Ian, you good for that?
Oh yeah, sign me up.
Well, we're going to start right now. Hey, everybody, welcome to the pub.
Surprise!
Bonus episode, yeah. Hey, thank you all for jumping on playing some trivia with me tonight. You guys are both always willing to jump on and play my my silly little game. And I did have a new format that dropped last night, so it'll be like a week before or like a month before you hear this. Hopefully that was a lot of fun because I want to do more of those as well. But you know what? You heard enough from me tonight. Ian, We'll start with you. You have any shout outs or organizations that you want to plug, causes that are near and dear to your heart?
No specific organizations, I suppose, but just whatever your community is, just find a way to contribute to it, whether it's the trivia community, whether it's your hometown community, something along those lines. Get out there and contribute. It can be easy to do, it doesn't take a lot of work.
It doesn't always involve money.
Correct.
All right, Mike, what do you got for us tonight, sir?
Oh, honestly, I love what Ian said. That's great. I don't, and I second everything that he said. I don't know that I have anything. I will just say, because for whatever reason, well, I mean, I can tell you the reason is because we have a couple women that I work with that are both pregnant and both due in the not too distant future. So maybe that was me. That was why my brain was thinking today about the birth of our first daughter. But I'm just gonna. I was thinking this earlier today, so I'll just throw it out there. Shout out to all the NICU nurses. Our first daughter was in the NICU for almost 60 days. And I was thinking back to them and just like how much work they put in and just how amazing that they were during that whole thing. And so I'll give them a shout out because I feel like they're not unsung heroes. I don't think, to anybody who's been through the process, but just they do amazing work. So just wanted to shout them out.
So on this episode, real quick, this episode, the Netherlands came up twice. The Treaty of Paris came up twice. Something else came up twice. Ian, what were we talking about before the recording started?
We were talking about NICU nurses because my mother-in-law used to be a NICU nurse.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was just saying to Chris how occasionally she'll run into somebody around her hometown or something like that, and they'll get to talking about where they grew up and so on and so forth. And if they mention that they were born in such and such hospital, she's like, yeah, I probably changed your diapers and helped you out and was your nurse.
That's amazing.
It's amazing that it came up, and they do amazing work.
I could not agree more. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy the content that we bring you, you want to support the show, financially, the best way is to do that, patreon.com/PTEBB. As I mentioned earlier, though, it's not all about finances. Get out there, help your community, support your local trivia writers, go to local games if you can. You want to support us, you don't want to do it, you can't do it financially. I get it. I've been there. Times are tough for a lot of people right now. Seriously. 5-star rating, write us a review. That'd be absolutely amazing of you. If you have friends that like trivia, have it on the car or on the moped if you're on a moped, or golf cart, whatever. It's better.
Or just tell them.
That's actually a lot better, Mike. Rather than experience us on their own, we'll get the extra listen, and they'll only listen once. We all know that.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's fine.
Anyway, right? All right, you heard enough from me tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the continued support. We'll be back next week with another episode for the Pub Trivia Experience. I have been Chris.
I've been Mike.
And I've been Ian.
We will see you next time. Until then, have a good one.